Hi everyone, this is Abdel-Latif from Swansea University. I'm recording this video to show my students in second year math and statistics module how to do some of the exercises that we've covered during the seminar. What I'm going to show you today is the first seminar. We've covered a couple of exercises in that seminar, or what I want to show you today, how to use Excel sheet to calculate some indexes. So let me start with the question number 3 in the first tutorial sheet. We've got a table with some data on the prices of selected food items. We have the prices from for 1995 and 2005. What we need to do here, we need to calculate an index that tell us the prices of these, or compare the prices of 2005 with those of 1995, which means the base year or our reference year should be 1995. So let me show you now. So this is the data we need to do. So I'll take you now to Excel to show you how to do this. And that data you need for the seminar sheet, you will find in this file here, this Excel sheet. So I'll download this data set, and let's start with the question number 3. So here are the data for question number 3. So these are the prices for 1995, and here's the prices for 2005. So again, going back to the question, so we need to calculate or construct an index for this group of food items for 2005 using 1995 as the base. To do this, that's very easy. So all what you need to do now to calculate the symbol index of this table, for this table now. So all what you need to do is to divide the price of 2005 by the prices for 1995 multiplied by 100. This will give you the index considering 1995 as the base year. I have uploaded this earlier as well, the answers for this seminar sheet. So of these questions. So if you go to Blackboard, you will see all the examples that I'm going to cover in this video, and the solutions are there. So let's go now to see how to do that. Okay, so as I have shown you in the lecture, so the way to do this, you have two ways to do that basically. So as I said earlier, so you can construct the symbol index and then you average the symbol index, or you can calculate the aggregate index. So let's first construct the symbol index. As I said, so the symbol index here, all what you need to do is to divide this price in 2005 by the price for 1995, because this is our base year multiplied by 100. So you need to type equal this divided by this times 100, and because this is a symbol index, so this will apply to the other food items as well. So all what you need to do is to drag this that way. So you will have the symbol index for all these items. Now to calculate the average index for these symbol indexes, all what I need to do is to type equal average. So I use the average function, which is the summation of these divided by the number, how many they are, how many items we have. So you don't need to worry about that if you use the function average in Excel sheet. So all what I need to do now, I just highlighted the cells that include the symbol indexes. Once you do that, so this is the symbol index, or the average of the symbol indexes. Another way to do this, we have covered the lecture as well, is by calculating the aggregate price index, which the way to do that is to sum all the prices in 1995 and then sum all the prices in 2005, and you calculate the simple aggregate index in the very easy way we learned, which you divide the total for 2005 by the total for 1995 times 100. You will have the simple aggregate index. To do this, so what I need to do now is to sum the prices for 1995 using sum here. That's the sum for this one. So you don't need to do this again for the other one. If you just drag this here, it should apply the same formula to that one as well. So now all what I need to do here is to calculate the index using these two aggregate numbers for the prices. So it will be this one for 2005 divided by the aggregate number for 1995 times 100. This will give me the index for the simple aggregate index for this data. If you want to round this to the second decimal place, you can't just right click as we said in the lecture, format cells, go to number. I can use 2 decimal places. That should be enough. Even you can use 1. That should be enough. So that's how you approach the third question in the tutorial sheet. 4, we have the same information, the prices for the same food items for 1995 and 2005, but what is more here is the quantities. So now we have more information and we can calculate the different indexes. So what we need to do for this question, we need to calculate the Lasperius price index and Paasche price index. So the only difference between these two, as we discussed in the lecture, is how you weight the index. With Lasperius index, price index, you need to use the quantities for the base year, while with the Paasche price index, you will need to use the current quantity for weighting the index. So that's what I'm going to show you now using Excel again. So to calculate the Lasperius price index, all what I need to do here is to multiply each one of those, the prices, by the quantity in 1995. This is the base year, and then I'll multiply the quantities of 1995, which is the base year, with the current prices. So it's very straightforward now. So this number, for example, 38.5 is 0.77 times 50. So, or this cell times this cell, and all what you need to do, then you drag this down here, so you get the results for all of these items. With 2005, you will do the same, but rather than using the quantities for 2005, you will use the quantities for 1995. So what I did here now for this cell, for example, 1990, is by multiplying the price 1.98 with the quantity for 1995, which is 50, which will give you 1990. You do this for the same for the other food for the other items. You will get now when you get the total, you can calculate the index by the same way. So this is the sum of this column here. This is the sum of this column here. All what you need to do now is to calculate the index very simply. So very simple way. So what you do is divide this by this times 100. You will have the Lasperius price index for these items. To calculate Pache price index, all what you need to do here is, rather than using the quantity for the base year, Q0 here, I have used QT, which is the quantities for 2005. So for this one, for example, here, so you multiply P0s, which is the price in the base year, times the quantity of 2005, which is QT, which is 55 here. Then you do the same here using the new prices and the new quantity as well. So the only difference between these two now, how they weight the index. With the spurious index, that we use the quantities from the base period, and with Pache index, we use the quantities for the current quantities to weight to do the weight for the index. So again, once you do that, you just sum all these together. You sum all these together, and then you calculate the index very simply. This one divided by this one times 100, it will give you 168.4. For number 5, we need to compute an index for these data. So we have data from 1995 till to 2009. All what we need to do now is to calculate an index for this data using 1995 as a base year. Again, we're going to use Excel to do that. So in Excel, you will see that now to do this here, to calculate the index using 1995 as a base year. So it will be this one, the quantity for 1995 divided by itself times 100. So this should be, let me do this again. So equal this divided by self times 100. This should give me 100. And now, because I want to fix this base year, so I will have to include $sign before the C, $sign after this C. Then every time I calculate this, Excel will divide by the same number, which is the base year, which is the quantity for 1995. Doing this, again, we can format cells, go to a number. You can do it for 1 decimal place. So this will give you the index for this data using 1995 as a base year. So that's all what I wanted to cover in this video. The other questions, you will see the answer on Blackboard. So just use this Excel sheet and see how I approach those questions. I'll try to record another video to show you how to go through the second tutorial sheet. Thank you.